Here we go. Oh my god, bless.
What channel is Aslan streaming on?
Zach Raw, his second. He's on his second channel. Zach Raw.
What? Zach Raw.
Yeah. Yes, there are still places to go and things to show you. Come along. Alright, sweet. Yeah. Oh my god. I can finally get back to exploring this city. We're going to the...
Oh, he's not streaming right now, at least.
Welcome to the Agora, where you can find wares made in Charlene, as well as a wide selection of imported goods. Oh yeah, we did all this. Yeah, we did that. I didn't have my mic on at that time apparently, but we did do this. And here's the Nymphian. Yeah, I did that. Grand structure before you is the rostrum. The name refers to the original public platform erected here, upon which a forum. This is where the forum reconvenes. And then Graha gets a little bit, happy, seeing the city, and recollects on building posterity. I guess I'll just go over the text again. Why not? We've arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Archon built their first homes. In the present day, it serves as the residential district with the most important officials and the oldest Charlene Ben. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbours. That estate belongs to our friends from House Levier. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Charlene tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be an entertaining and enlightening experience. Now shall we head back? Now shall we head directly to the Valdesian Annex? You remember that way, don't you, Graha? Let me think. we head down to the harbour, cross the bridge to our right, then follow the path below the Aetheric Plaza. Yeah, so you'll be set back a little bit, by the way.
How so?
I was set back about 3, maybe 4 quest points.
Oh, that's... I don't think that'll...
Yeah, just let me know in case. I fucking love old Charlene, dude. It's so good. you know how people are like, oh my god, Ishgard housing when? Yeah. Now everyone's like, oh my god, Charlene housing when?
Fucking hell, that's not surprising.
Charlene is full of educational and research institutions, but there are still professors who prefer to establish their own private practices. Not that I ever attended the exclusive schools they run in these residences. Perhaps the twins could tell you more about them. Right, we cross this bridge here, as I recall. Stick to the path and be careful not to pick up back in the Aetherite Plaza. It's so gorgeous. It's so good. Like, if they do Charlene housing, this is where I'm going. As the joyous look on Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is the Valdesian Amulet. If you continue up the hill, you will arrive on the doorstep of the phenomenon. I think we've explored enough for one day. We can take you there another time. Inside with you then. I need to just check something real quick. Yeah, okay, that's all good. I can close this. I'm back, and I brought Kobe and Raha with me. Ah, you were right about the ship then. Hello, Graha. It's nice to see you again. And it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Gobi. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. Ojika Sinjika? It has been an age. Allow me to introduce Ojika Sinjika, Administration Officer for the students of Valdesian. He oversees the day-to-day business of the Annex. You may recall meeting his cousin Ejika. Oh yes, Eureka. I've read the initial reports. Quite a shock to hear what's become of the Isle. Do take care if you have the opportunity to rejoin the expedition. Yes, I shall. This place is like a second home for the students. I guess I said something different if you finished the Eureka storyline. This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Vel served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had occasion to visit Charlene. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodgings for our members while we engaged in such activities. Ever since our former headquarters, along with the isle itself, vanished, the annex has served as our base of operations. And yet it feels so empty. With so many lost to us, our organization is a shell of its former self. The day will come when we will see the students rise again. But first, we must ensure that the Telefore fail. This is about where I got DC. Through that door on the left there is the main hall, where we can discuss our options moving forward. Nice. Once everyone arrives, that is, you probably have time to rest before our discussions begin in earnest. I've had a private quarters prepared for you in the Androl, so please feel free to make yourself at home. Ah, the nap room is perfect for an afternoon doze. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed, far more so than some cheap roadside inn you may be issued. was simply that we were often so busy with research, or exhausted from journeys abroad, that we would slip into the Andron just to steal a few winks. And thus they became known amongst the students as nap rooms, even if such naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word, and I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you all in the main hall. Okay. To the main hall. Oh, what's Graham got to say? Do you have papers pasted on the walls of your room? It was not unusual for occupants to pin up notes or documents and such, and then forget to take them when they went on their merry way. Sometimes it was quite deliberate, though. You might see complaints addressed to other members, or a thank you card for the engrossing literature someone left behind. Beloved traditions that I should know better than to dwell upon. If we are to create a future for the students of Baldessian and so many others, we must look forward to the days ahead. Alright, let's move. Feeling refreshed and alert, our colleagues should be wandering in soon, so I suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us. There they all are.
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
It's fine, Oriange. We're all here now.
Let's get down to business then, shall we? Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroid's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal.
The classic splitting up into two different routes.
The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy. The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making. And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois.
Alrighty.
Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous. Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
Yeah.
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it. As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth. Compared to our more isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown. The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nidana, an alchemist residing in distant Favner. Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal.
Damn. Oh, we know Uri and Jane Thankford go to Favner.
In response to this
And
threat,
Raha.
the satrap...
Stays here. Oh my god. That was an accident.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. It is possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice.
Yep.
But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnairian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts.
I think since the one in Thavnair is kind of
You are indeed our
only
champion.
doable by me.
As to which task to tackle
That
first,
one
we will
is the
defer
one I
to
should
your
go to,
decision.
right?
Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Of course! The more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavnair. Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavnair on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
How did he pass through Thavnair?
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
How on earth did he pass through Thavnair? Okay, one sec. Test. Test. Okay, yeah, I just had to make sure that, audio was still working. Alright, of course. Oh, this might actually be my wrong gear set. Okay, there we go. I obviously have to go to Thavnair. Like, that's the one place that I am most useful. So yeah, we start with Thancred. A confluence, thou sayest. I'm afraid so, my friend. Thou wilt recall the hunt for Iceheart, unto whose sanctuary we delivered the owing of to the knowledge of our comrade Moonbreeder. Moonbreeder was an authority on ethereology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the confluence. Haven't you gone to see them yet? I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last. As it hath the many times, I thought to reach out, and to them, after sending that fateful letter. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I should speak, and thus have I kept my silence. Whether you come with us or no is your choice, and yours alone. If it is too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue. If it is settled then, let us be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Height. Request accept music is so good as well. And then Cry wants me to do that, but I shall do this one first. Oh, here we go. The hunt. Do my eyes deceive me? Well, as I live and breathe, it is you. Ha, I knew I'd be the first to track you down. Who's the guild ship's top hunter now, eh? Like, you have heard of guild ship hunts, yes? They are not so different from the hunts you're familiar with in Aeolus, as I understand it. I'd rather them more challenging, but an adventurer of your caliber would never turn down a challenge, would you? No, you would not. Pray speak with Northortha at the Parastyle to register your interest at your earliest convenience. I am Northortha. Have you come to place a bounty on an unruly beast? By the scholar, your code. I was half conceived I'd set the others an impossible task, asking them to find you. The Gleaners Guild ship has begun posting hunt bills, you see, in the hopes that capable individuals will take up arms to lighten our ever-increasing load. Unfortunately, capable individuals remain the sticking point. Few hailing from our fair pole are willing to take up arms, let alone able to stand against them fearsome specimens. You, however, have the experience and the grit that we need. When I heard that you had arrived on our shores, it was music to my ears. You needn't work for free, of course. We've done our research, and the rewards we offer are as fine as any you'll find abroad. The currency we employ is a relic of times when Gleaner was a great deal less figurative, so you may find it somewhat eccentric, but it's as good as Guild here. Speaking of eccentric, it should be noted that the majority of our clients are scholars. You probably won't have heard of half the creatures they send you after, but I find it's best not to worry about that overmuch. Slay beasts, collect samples, try not to think about the long-term effects of touching said samples, and get paid. Simple, you know? That being said, I wouldn't dream of throwing you in the deep end just yet. Let's have you start off with some junior marks so you can get your feet wet. Okay. Classic fun stuff. Guild ship hunts. You were not permitted to take bills for your junior mark. Yeah. see what's available. Nice. I might just buy that now. That's it. Labyrinthos, Thavner. Okay, yeah, we'll set these. Move to my collection. But I don't need this anymore. Sweet. And then, yeah. That's sick. Looks like I'm a dark knight. That's awesome. Alright, back to machines.
I am alive!
Yeah, I saw you got in. Right. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just push back to after the duty, so...
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Well, now this is a rather lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge. We're associates of Kryl the students.
Meanwhile, in the Guardian capital...
We seek passage to Thavner, and understand that you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects. Welcome, welcome. Test subjects?
Okay, so I don't want to skip this cutscene because I've already seen, I've seen, like, the first half. I haven't seen the second half. Is there a way I can, like, fast forward through it?
No. No, there isn't.
Sag.
Oh yeah, no, well then allow me to explain. So in order to travel to an aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise,
super spiky building
to seek out while you're in massive ether, hurling along the live stream. An inconvenient but incontrovertible limitation of the theory of teleportation. But what if I would tell you that there is a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. For long years we've laboured to make such travel possible, that people might move about more freely. And we've finally done it. We've created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Truly? That changes everything. Kinda does. Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these aetherites, but the aetherites themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, and thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. But it just so happens that our first test pair of aetherites, one has been installed here in Charlian, and the other one in Yedlihmad, a port town in Thavner. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Radz-Arpan, and indeed, we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists. So to sum up, where to test these aetherites? How fortuitous for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel ether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these Aetherites were made for people like your good self. The magics imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true. And far be it from me to worry about such things, but do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours. So assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the live stream. As a statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mistress Crow truly knows how to pick them. If I might change the subject, are Master Wilson and Mistress Blueweeder not present today? We didn't hear. They recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand it. But I'm not privy to the details. I see. Any other questions? No. Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see your preparations and head outside to the Aetherite Plaza. I'll be along shortly. So, Moongreeter's parents are working with the Forum on something. Would it be something to do with, whatever the fuck they're doing?
Just the four of you, was it?
Yeah, it's Manfina's earring.
3.
Actually, it's the ethereal.
I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please. Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether. Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
Ah.
What?
Orion just gave up. Off to Ratzat Hunt and Thavnir.
Thavnir, home to city-state Ratzat Han. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between 2 peoples. Their
Time to
cultures
become a
blended to one
sage.
another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time. Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have?
Oh, well, there's the ethereal sickness. Oh my god, and he just dies. There's a Stinian.
What chance?
Oh.
Against such an insidious foe.
Oh my god, it's bopping. And Ilsabard. Holy shit, the music is bopping, dude.
I'm just hoping we get a lie.
Oh my god, I'm still dying. I'm actually hungover. Oh.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
Have you finished 5.5 yet?
Yeah, that's done.
Right.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions.
So right now I'm just doing the quest to get Sage.
Yep. Yep.
Don't let a Stinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Thancred is so dead. Oh no.
Ooh, the quest, the sound that you get for accepting a quest is pretty nice.
It's juicy. I really like the music here. It's so good. Oh my god, no! We need to stop Estinian. Estinian, where are you? Let me put on... I need to fix up my hotbar slightly. Actually, I'll just put it over there on my other one. Fashion accessories, this one. Oh no. Quickly tune. Estinian, stop! Don't spend all our money! That guy's got it. Greetings and welcome. You are wise, good sir, to come to me. My special armoral glassy, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome to Thavnet, I'm pleased to offer it to you for the low price of 19,800 gil. For not one, not two, but 3 bottles, a bargain amongst bargains. The price is high road robbery, and you want to say as much to Istine, but you realize any words of warning you cry out would be accompanied by your last meal. You must stand before Istine and using gestures deny that the deal is fair. Wait, I shouldn't buy the lassie? This merchant is swindling me? No. Sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear to have my price is confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for the 3 bottles of lassie. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest. I'll be back after I've explored the town. Oh my god. Maybe I should drink mine? Oh no, that's not a problem. There you go. Have it one. Let's see. Praise be to the 12, my stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to thee, Anistinian, and to the fine fruits of this land. You were in time? Excellent. You spared us Satara's wrath. It's only 19,000 gil. Sweet, sweet release. If you haven't already, you should have yours too. Right, I'm ready to get on with it. That last truly worked wonders. Back on your feet, I see. Thy hair.
No, this...
Hey, I bound it.
It is the first quest of the Sage part of the Sage quest line.
Yeah.
And I want...
Hey, I bound it. Tis the most I could do against this heat, short of shedding my armor. May I ask where you got the cord for it? A local vendor. The man said it's a Thavnarian weave. Tough and not easily unraveled. Oh no, and how much did it cost? 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. Just nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alpino could hold a candle to you. Yeah. It's not uncommon for merchants to set their prices high, but yeah. It doth seem excessive, unusually so. Claiming Thavnair as its dominion, the nation of Radzat Han hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were only the Arkasudara, a Matanga tribe indigenous to this island. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Harnish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over. A development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this hath combined to make a trading power of Radzat Han, yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence. And given that merchants at a gateway town are free to fleece hapless travellers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, that opportunistic pricing is rampant doth suggest that...
Oh, you start off at level 70 as Sage.
Or mayhaps that people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, it would be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs.
This is so cool.
Prudent and practical eye. We've naught to lose by learning more. So ere we seek out Kral's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather here in Yelikmad? Yelikmad or Yelikmad? Excellent, we didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Alright, so I got some Amralasi. Gemstone trader over there. I'm not going to use that. I heard a gemstone trader. Welcome, traveler. That's right, we're open for business again. Can't sit wallowing when the sale's been made, am I right? So you got any bi-colored gemstones you're willing to part with? Yep. Is that all?
Where can I exchange my old tomestones for the poetics?
Probably in Mordona, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing it's probably in Mordona. Alright, so what do I have here? I'm in Thavner.
But it's really cool that you start off at 70 for Sage. And I'm assuming the same for Reaper.
Yep. New classes start 20 levels below the max level.
Ah, okay. Then I honestly might be tempted to just get this to 80 and then do MSQ.